Welcome back to Wallington Filming, the ongoing bathroom project. Before I start this video, I'd just like to give a little shout out to a gift from nature for donating this beautiful handmade picture which she has kindly donated for my bathroom. If you would like to purchase one of these pictures for anywhere in your house, there will be a link in the description box below for a limited time only. You can purchase one of these pictures, beautiful pictures, and yeah, just big thank you to a gift from nature. So after that, let's crack on, shall we? Made a start on the boiler cupboard. There you go. As you well know, used an old cabinet there. Just give you a quick look inside. That's what it's going to house, all the bits and bobs. Two shelves, going to put towels at the bottom there. This is an old cabinet, which, you know, sick of looking at, not much use in the bedroom to be fair. Don't know what it was actually, probably a VCR cabinet or something, you know what I mean. And then what I've had to do is start building one for the top. So basically what I've done is built a frame out of that timber there. It's like 3x2 stuff. I forgot what they call it now on site. And it's a bit of MDF window board on the top. I've only got MDF, I don't normally use it, but that's all I got. Architrave. Just stuck that on there for good measure. I think I might keep it on there, I'm not sure yet. Right, so yeah, basically what? So, because I've got to do something with the floor, I've not actually fixed that to that base cabinet at this point, because I still need to pull that bottom section out. So all that top bit there is fixed to the wall, and not this cabinet. I did put a few screws in just to make sure it stayed in place, but they've come out. The bottom one is screwed to the back of the wall, but will unscrew quite easily and it'll come out. So what I'm going to do now is just get that inside there a coat of emulsion. That's all I'm going to give it. Same colour as the walls, almond white. Just going to leave that as it is, I think, just tape it off. But yeah, and I've got to make the doors sometime over the weekend if I get the time, if I get the chance. So yeah, there it is. And once that's done and painted, just all I've got to do is concentrate on that pipe in there. Get that boxed in, plasterboard and tiled. And once all that's painted, I am just about ready to do my thing on the floor, which you're not going to know about just yet. Progress report, guys. Got this cabinet nearly finished. You can see I've built that top section from scratch, just using what timber I'd got, and got it coated up in satin, a couple of undercoats. So yeah, don't look bad. The border area. It's not finished yet, went for some handles and got to do a few bits and bobs, magnetic things for the door. But yeah, don't look bad at all. Try and get you a bit of a, there you go. Don't look bad, does it? Coming on. Right, due to what I'm doing on the gonna do on the floor, I don't need any gaps, and so that's how I finished it. I've filled it all up, undercoated it and glossed it in case anything shows. I know it's behind the pedestal of the sink, but I just want to make sure it's bang on. don't get no drafts and that come up, but that's what I've had to do. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing with the floor, but that's what I've done to make sure I get a perfect finish. Done it round that as well. You'll see why at a later point. And I'm just going to pull the bass out. I've undercoated the bits underneath there where I've cut out. I'm just going to put a little bit of gloss in there. Yeah, so that's about it for now, to be honest. I had the handles come the other day, fitted those, so that's what I've gone for. Although I have noticed one looks slightly different to the other, so I'm going to have to change that one and swap it with one of those down there. Unbelievable, isn't it? Ordered form, one slightly different. Wankers. Oh well, not to worry. But yeah, paid about, I think it was 10 quid off eBay for those. Not bad handles, finish it off. Got the old magnetic things for the doors on, as you can see. Just a job. Same on the bottom as well. One thing I would say is what I'm going to do at some point. I'm going to buy like one of the Graco handheld sprayers, and I'll mask it all off at a later point and spray it in satin, because it's all right. I'm just not over impressed with the finish by using a brush. I reckon a good old coat from a spray gun would make it look a lot better. That's the actual that I had left over from the floor. Right then, so that's just about there. It's all painted inside, etc. Just started on the boxing in this morning. I'm going to crack on with it tomorrow, but basically that's it. It's going to have plasterboard over it, and then tiles. So what I've had to do is get a bit of plasterboard and a tile to make sure I'm continuously going to be able to fit it all the way down the line, which, yeah, it's looking all right. One thing I should mention, obviously not realising it, but I should have had that towel rail a bit higher, because I come across a problem, and that is by the time I get that under there, that thermostatic valve is not going to fit, or the tiles are not going to fit under there. Now that thermostatic valve plastic piece does come off, and I have had a look on eBay, and you can get some that are thinner than that, which so it should be alright. So I'll just take that off to do the job, and then order some different end valves. I might even have to change the whole thing, I don't know, but if I'd have known what was going to happen, I would have lifted this up higher, or a few inches higher. But hey, what can you do, you know what I mean? Can't foresee everything, can you? So yeah, luckily all that's going to be bang on. Left a gap at the end there so I can tile, plasterboard and tile the end there. There is going to be a bit of a lip, and the tile, that tile is going to be carried on underneath. But yeah, it should look alright. To be fair, I could have dropped this, but this was giving me problems. I'm not draining all the system again just to piss about doing that. And I could drain the system and lift the rad up, but Jesus, you know what I mean? Easy, just change the valve, isn't it? When I get down to here, like I say, some of these things you just don't realise at the time, do you? But this pipe work is a little bit lower than that rad there. So it's not a big deal. What I'm going to do is drop that down a bit, so I'll make sure I don't come across the same problem with that. But like I say, I'm going to change the end of the valves and it will finish up there. So yeah, I should get all this boxing in finished, screwed to the wall, and then all I need to do is buy a sheet of plasterboard, then I get it all plastered and start tiling. And that'll be about it, to be fair. Getting there. Happy days, huh? So yeah, I'll show you the progress of that boxing in when I get that sorted. Testing. Right, all the boxing in, well, the frame for the boxing in is all done now. Don't make the mistake I made when it comes to this section here. Yeah, that needs cutting and a full length going all the way down, whereas I did that and going across to get me square. You need to cut that and run that whole length all the way down, otherwise you're going to have the problem that I've had, which is I can't fix it. So I've just put them in there to support it, but it's not too bad, because when the plasterboard is on you won't see any of that, and it'll all screw and be fixed. The reason you need that, needless to say, is so you've got somewhere to rest your plasterboard from there to the edge. Otherwise it's just going to be sitting on that and that. You need something else for it to sit on, don't you? But considering that's my first boxing in, you learn from your mistakes, don't you? That there, you might notice I have lowered. So yeah, I have lowered it so I can get a tile from there to there. Still a slight problem, and that is I can't get a bit of plasterboard on that section there, so I'm just going to try like PVA adhesive on it and hope it stays in place. The tile resting, there's going to be a bit of tile there. That's what's causing me the problem, that bit of pipe there. But I'm not draining the old bloody system down just to chop that back, and it's at an angle, so a bit more difficult. But yeah, there'll be a tile going on there, resting on the end of that, so hopefully I should be alright. Probably just put a bit of filling foam down there or something to support it, but no one's going to stand on it. But yeah, just going to put a piece of plasterboard on now. Oh, I've put them on there so when the tile eventually gets cut, you've got you can rest your plasterboard on something and your tile on something. I think that's what's going to happen anyway. But yeah, let's bar this up now. I'm just going to put one piece of plasterboard on, I think, see how it looks, and that'll be enough for today. Okay, so got the tiles on the face there. They're all been put on. So yeah, looking pretty good. I've just marked out the tiles for the top from there all the way to the end. So I'm hopefully going to cut them tomorrow straight after work and get them on. The problem I have is limited time for making noise where I live, and I've got to cut them with an angle grinder because I haven't got, you know, professional tile cutter. Otherwise I could literally cut them all straight and then just cut out for those bits there dead quick, but I have to do the whole lot with a grinder. Boomerang. But yeah, looking pretty good. Gonna put a trim on the face there, and all the way down there, and trim on the edges as well. Mitre that in with a bit of luck. So yeah, I'll update you when I get the tops on and get it grouted. Happy days, I'll be it, guys. I'll be it. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that is about it. As you can see, all the boxing in is now complete. Let's run over it. So it's all been, it was all made out of 2x1 plasterboard, and then the tiles cut. It's all been grouted, etc. That's how we finished it off there, which is nice because when I gloss that step there, which I'm not going to bore you with, get a nice finish there. Like I say, a few mistakes down the line. That service valve I can't get on, so I'm going to have to do something with that. But you just can't account for everything, can you? First time doing a bathroom of this magnitude like this, so you know, you learn as you go along. Ideally that I'd wanted lifting up a fraction, but I couldn't be bothered to drain the system down and redo it all, so I'll sort something out for that. One other thing which I'm probably going to do, them service valves are quite low down, not accessible without taking the pedestal out, so I might just slap a couple of service valves at the top in case that goes wrong with the taps. Left a nice gap down there, well, about 3mm gap, so I can pull that unit out when I do the floor. We're alright with them valves on there, they're not a problem. On that corner there, I'll put some silver paint on that trim or something. I don't know what I'm going to do, I just couldn't get it right, and I just grouted that there. Tried to get the best finish I could. It is pretty good result, to be fair, but just the odd little bit here and there. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's your lot. That's the end of the bathroom project as you see it. Just a few minor little things I've got to sort out, very minor, but I'm not going to bore you with them in the video. The next video will be a separate video, but that's going to be based on what I'm going to use as a floor covering, so keeping that a little bit secret for now, do you know what I mean? But yeah, as far as the bathroom project is concerned, that's it, guys, over and done with. It's been a long, lengthy process. What you got to bear in mind is, unless you actually physically have days off work, to bring this in the evening is very difficult, so bear that in mind for yourself. Doing like the odd hour, 2 hours at night, it's quite difficult to do that because you get home from work and you just don't want to know, do you? So it has been a lengthy process, and also you have to bear in mind where you live and where you're situated. People don't want to hear you drilling and banging from like 5 till like 6:30, 7 o'clock, because you know what it's like, even in the older houses, as I became aware just recently, when I drilled an hole through the wall, there are only 4.5 inch wall between me and the neighbour. Won't get into what happened there, but yeah, I'll put a TV bracket on. No, I'm going to tell you, I'll put a TV bracket on, not realising, thinking it was 9-inch wall, and drilled straight through the wall above next door's bed. Yeah, so that was interesting to say the least. But yeah, it's quite difficult to bring it all in after work. There has been a couple of occasions where I have had the day off, or been forced to have the day off, like say car problems or something, and I've just cracked on with it for the day, and I've got absolutely shed loads done. So ideally, either get somebody in to do it, but if you are going to tackle it yourself, be pre-warned, it could be a lengthy process if you're just doing it after work and at weekends, and neighbours don't want to listen to the racket all weekend, do they? So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the step-by-step progress in this bathroom. Don't forget to, until next time, from yours truly, the Candleman. Catch you later.
I will see if I can do my left hand.